In the heart of nature, we find our true strength, a connection to our roots, to the land, to each other. Introducing Rootwork deodorant, infused with the potent power of High John the Conqueror root. Embrace the natural strength and resilience passed down through generations. Feel the purity of natural ingredients, harmonizing with your body and spirit. Rootwork deodorant, bringing you in tune with nature and with yourself. Rootwork deodorant. Connect, empower, thrive. Available now at rootworkstyle.com.
A lot going on. Listen, a lot of people are still talking about the Trump and the Kamala debate. A lot of people are really looking at how things went down. Shout out to Dwan B. I see my brother Dwan B in here. Shout out to Dwan B, who's going to be hosting this Saturday. A lot of people are talking about the fact checking and all of that. Look, people are pointing out what we're pointing out. It was very biased. And again, I'm not a Trump supporter. Anytime you point out some foolery from the left, y'all must be MAGA. Y'all MAGA? How much is Russia and them paying you? Shut up. There's always some sassy fool projecting because y'all getting paid by the DNC. But they were doing all that fact checking on Trump when Trump was talking about the immigrants eating pets and all of that. That's not really a myth. Some of this stuff has been verified. You know, in Ohio, there's video. There's a lady that they saw. They saw one lady eating somebody's cat. She was an immigrant. I think that woman was South African. I think that people are trying to play semantics. Well, she wasn't Haitian. I think that particular woman was South African, I think. But the thing is, you do have immigrants going to these cities and they're doing strange things, including eating weird stuff, eating birds, pets, and they're doing stuff. That's what it is. And I think a lot of us, we're getting criticized for pointing that out. They're trying to play the xenophobia thing. Y'all xenophobic. We're not xenophobic. I mean, people are coming over here doing weird stuff. I saw in New York, they were making grills out of grocery carts, cooking God knows what. There's videos of this stuff. Up in New York, they got grocery grills, shopping carts that they done flipped to the side and made fires with, and they're cooking something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of meat that is that they're cooking, but this is very real. And just because some of the city officials are not confirming this, they're like, oh, we don't know. We're hearing things, but we don't know anything for sure. Yeah, the city and the state, they have an interest in being in denial because they're getting funding. They're getting federal funding for all of this nonsense that's allowed to happen. Let's be very clear. So yeah, they're playing dumb. And we're seeing videos. We're seeing videos of these people doing this stuff. So yeah, these are not myths. This is not xenophobia. You got people being flooded into these cities and they're bringing that third world culture over here. They're doing the same thing they were doing at home. Frying bush meat, just doing weird stuff. That's a reality. And they're doing it around our neighborhoods. And we have a right to complain about it. We have a right to say something about it. It's not xenophobic to say, hey, this person who's not from our lineage just ate my pit bull. Damn it. Somebody do something. You know? Pit bulls' lives matter too. Shit. That's the reality of what's happening. We shouldn't be afraid to say nothing about that. Something is happening and they're allowing it to happen. Yeah. But a lot of people are pointing out again the bias with the debate last night. Let's be real. Kamala Harris herself, she didn't say anything spectacular or phenomenal. Basically, Trump was battling and debating the moderators. You know, Kamala's clicked in with the people at ABC. Um, what's the Lindsay? The other what's the woman moderator? It was a man and a woman. Lindsay. What is Lindsay's last name? I can't think of her last name, but she's a damn AKA. She's a part of Kamala's she's a part of Kamala's sorority. What's her last name? Lindsay something. Hold on. Lindsay something. Hold on. Let me get it. Lindsay Davis. Yes. Yeah. So the moderator, Lindsay Davis, that's a part of she's an AKA. So a lot of people are like, hey, it seemed like Kamala got the questions firsthand. She got the questions in advance, so she was allowed to basically prepare for those specific questions without getting any pushback. They didn't push back on her. Also, it sounds like, and a lot of people are speculating that she had some kind of earpiece where she was getting information fed to her. You think? A lot of people are speculating this. And again, I know Trump was basically debating three people. It was 3-on-1. We're not Trump fans to point this out, but if you do something and you do something unfairly, it's all right to say, hey, this, why do you have to reduce yourself to dirty tricks? We got some people who's giving the thumbs down. All right, let's get reformed. Hold on. Let's get reformed justice in here. I see some people giving some hand gestures. Reform justice. What's going on? I'm good, man. What's going on? Now, you gave a thumbs down. What does that mean?
Thumbs down mean almost everything you're saying is ridiculous.
How so?
First of all, Trump spoke more than her. They let him have his piece, right? So he spoke a minute and a half more than
You know
she
why?
did.
Because they were grilling him more. They were getting him to follow up on more of what he was saying. They were getting him to elaborate more. So they were pushing back more on Trump. So yes, he spoke more because they let Kamala say jive ass nonsense and then moved on to the next thing without grilling her like they grilled
Kamala,
Trump. So yeah.
Kamala was saying jive ass nonsense. Is that it?
But they never called her on it. They never said, okay, we need you. Yes or no? Is it yes or no? They never pushed back on Kamala. Not once. They didn't push back on her at all.
They
Let's
had
be
to
real.
push back. They had to push back on Trump because he was just rambling like he was at a rally, saying nonsense typically.
No,
But
no. No, Kamala was babbling and they never followed up on her damn babble. A lot of the stuff, she wasn't really answering questions. She was giving talking points and talking around certain things, but she wasn't really giving no definitive answers. And again,
the dude,
it sounds like she was
dude,
being fed something in a damn earpiece, which were non-answers. And boy, they never pushed back on her. But with Trump, they were like, well, you elaborate. Can you elaborate on what you mean? Is it a yes or no? Yeah, let's be real. They were kind of
the
biased.
dude said the dude said he has a concept for healthcare. A concept. He has his own 4 years and Biden's 4 years, 8 years to think of of healthcare plans,
Yeah,
and he
he
has a
had a concept
concept
because he's not in office now. So he has a concept of a healthcare plan because he's not
in
in
his
office.
office.
When he
In
gets
his
in
office.
office, go
In
ahead.
his office, in his time in office, he didn't do anything about healthcare. I mean, in Biden's time in office, he hasn't proposed any healthcare. So what gambling again? Even remove all the rhetoric, right? Remove all the jive ass talk. He
Mm-hmm.
has no right to be up there with her. She has way more credentials to be up there and to be president
How
than
so?
he
How
does.
so? How so? Explain how. How does she have more credentials to be
First
president?
of all, first of all, he's just a bit. Two things: you don't put a businessman and an actor in office.
Yes, you
She's a
do.
Protestant. She's a
Mhm.
prosecutor. She
Yeah.
has way more credentials, way more degrees, way more credibility to be in
How?
office
How?
and do the things
Based
and
on
do.
what? Okay, you're just saying the same thing over and over. Based on what? What credibility does she have?
First of all, she passed the bar. He hides he hides his high school results. You know, if you try and bring up his high school results, he's likely to sue you. He can sue people for trying to bring up his high school results because he paid to get into college. His dad paid the university to get him into college. He has no credentials to be up there. He's a dummy. He's a clown.
Okay, okay. What has she done that's so smart? Okay, she passed the bar, and how has that worked for people?
She has way more credentials. She's more professional. He's a clown. He's just
Okay,
a businessman that stumbled into office.
how does she apply the professionalism? I'm not a Trump groupie or whatever, but Trump at least applied whatever knowledge he has to successful businesses. What has she applied her knowledge for?
All he has is tax cuts and racism. He has no real policy. Oh, I guess drill, baby, drill, fracking, I guess. Apart from
What,
fracking, tax
what's
cuts, and
what,
racism,
what's Kamala's policy?
healthcare. housing, childcare. She has all these.
For you, because you're an immigrant. For you, yes,
No,
she's
no, no,
you in
no,
your
no.
yes,
Actually,
for
let's get into the policies. Let's get
you,
into the policies.
yes,
Let's
for
get
you.
into the.
That's why you
Let's get
start.
into. Wait.
You get
Wait, no, wait.
yes, for you. I'm talking about for non-immigrants like
No.
yourself. For you,
Well,
yes, you're
first of
gonna
all,
stomp because you come up. You get to get out of that third world and come over here and eat. So
I'm
yeah,
not even over there, Brody. I'm not over there, Brody. I'm not over there.
but that's
I'm not over there.
why you want her to be in office so you can come over here, sir.
No, I'm
That's
not. No. Y'all have a lot going on. Y'all
that's
have a lot going.
that's the only reason why you're stumping for her.
No.
You
Y'all have a lot going on in America. I don't want to be over there. But I will say,
have a lot going on, you wouldn't be this emotionally invested in her. You're way emotionally invested in Kamala Harris for us to not have anything going on. You're trying to get over here.
she has healthcare proposals,
Oh,
housing proposals, job
yeah,
proposals.
for immigrants, yes, for immigrants. Those are
Okay,
going to
that's
benefit
just
you and your
babble.
family.
That's just
That's
your
going
talk.
to
That's your talk.
be no. The health care, the immigrants come over here and get all types of health care benefits. They come over here and get all types of housing benefits. So yes, that's for you, sir. What about non-immigrants, sir?
That's Nasheed babble. I'll call that.
No,
I'll
no,
call that
no.
Nasheed
That's
babble.
fact babble. That's fact babble. And are you in Canada or the UK? Where are you?
That's irrelevant to her
Oh, no,
policy.
it's not irrelevant. Boy, y'all tethers always trying to hide where the hell you are. Y'all some fleeing and hiding. Oh, don't I cannot tell you, nigga.
See, now
It's
you beating your
hiding like
chest. Now you
roaches.
beating your
God,
chest, is it?
no,
King
I'm
Kong ain't
not,
got.
dude. No, because somebody asked you a simple question and it's all sneaky and shit. That's what I'm talking about. You sitting up here waiting in the crevices somewhere, trying to sneak across a border, trying to hide where you are. This is what I'm talking about. Those policies are for you fleeing tethers. That's what the policies are for. You somewhere waiting, lurking with a backpack on, waiting to jump over a wall somewhere. I can't tell you,
Now you.
nigga. I can't tell you where I am, nigga. Marcel, let's get Brother Marcel in the building. Brother Marcel, hop on, sir.
Hey Tariq, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. I'm irritated. I can't stand with some of these people. This is not anti-immigrant, but I can't stand these people who claim they're not America, not in America, or they're immigrants to America, come and try to tell us and dictate to us how we should move politically. It irritates me. This guy you're speaking with, claiming he's not in America, but if you go on his Twitter page, he has a banner of Dr. Cornel West, a freedman. He has a quote from a Black American church that's in one of these states. I can't remember the exact state is in. He is obsessed with American politics. So either he's already here and he's lying, or he's sure as hell planning to get here, and he know Kamala Harris is going to flood us with illegals, and he plans to be one of them. Second of all, he's talking about all the things Kamala Harris has accomplished. The economy in America is in the toilet. The only people whose lives have gotten better are the damn immigrants, legal and illegal. A study just showed that 1.8 million new jobs that were created all went to immigrants, whether legal or illegal. Not one went to Americans, whether white Americans, black Americans, any Americans. Not one. Inflation is sky high. Conflicts are happening all around. And she's talking about what she's going to do, where she's had 3.5 years as the vice president to either promote a policy or to do it. And then she had her time as a senator. So she don't sound too smart either. This is not about being a Trump fan. This is about the damn double standard that people like to apply, where they want to hold Trump accountable for things where he was not even a politician for, but the people who are in office somehow get a pass. That's going to stop.
Yes, sir.
Obama couldn't do half the crimes that Trump did and still be up there debating nonsense. Obama couldn't do half the crimes that Trump did. You guys are ridiculous. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It's crazy.
No, stay here, RJ. Stay here. EJ, hop on, brother.
Hey, brother Tariq, how you doing, player?
I'm good. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I wanted to talk about the whole Shannon Sharp situation, but we have been alerted by one of these buttery tooth tethers coming from, I guess, the UK, because he's coming in here with Top Boy lingo. But this just goes to show you that a lot of these immigrants that have a tether background, they're gonna vote for Shang Tsung Kamala Harris because they get tangibles and benefits out of it. He can't really say anything policy wise that she's gonna do for the American people. You have a floodgate of illegal aliens coming from third world countries, bringing that drama and just bringing chaos and fuckery all over the country. See, they'll take care of these people while people are out here trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. And this just goes to show you that the mind of the tether will always try to downgrade and try to be on the white mommy and white daddy's nuts. So the moral of the story is once a tether, always a tether. They're always going to show their tether teeth and always going to get under the political party of anybody who's going to be giving them tangibles and benefits. But I'm just going to land my plane and just let you keep slicing and dicing these idiots. Thank you, brother Tariq.
Don't you guys have Florida man and dusty people? Like, what are you guys talking?
A bunch of tethers in Florida, so let's not even go there, sir.
Okay.
A bunch of yo folks down in Florida, brother. Let's not even go.
Everything is the tether's fault or is the immigrants' fault. Like, there's a standard Republican conservative scapegoating rhetoric.
It ain't scapegoating. Some of your fellow tethers are coming over here doing weird stuff. And even in these spaces, most of the people who are trying to shame us for not supporting Kamala is the tether class. Y'all trying to run interference for Kamala so that you can get benefits and trying to shame us into supporting something that's going to undermine us, and we're just not
Let me
going.
ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. Could Obama have half the crimes that Trump has and still be up there saying whatever?
The crimes that they're putting on Trump, that's political posturing. That's the Democrats trying to sully him, and it still really didn't work. Everybody saw that for what it was. That's why a lot of people aren't buying that whole political theater.
Even when he was a businessman. Democrats
are going to put a bunch of crimes on him and be like, oh, look at you, you're a criminal. You're the one put crimes on him in order to kind of disparage him so that you can get a win. So that's what we're talking.
Poor Trump. Is it poor Trump?
Not even poor Trump. It's like we ain't going for the whole banana in the tailpipe with y'all mammy Kamala. We're just not going for that, sir. Let's get shut up in the building. Shut up.
What's going on, brother? I wonder why he's so engaged with this politics over here if he's not here. That's strange. But RJ, I think you somewhere around here or something. Something's going on because this you're too passionate about it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Listen, Tariq. Shannon Sharp. Here's the thing, man. Do you think he did that on purpose?
I think I kind of
he tagged since the airport thing, right? And Dr. Umar's been on him pretty hard too the last couple of days. I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah. I think he's like, hey, I like women now. I'm just trying to show you I love me some women now. I think it's that. I think he's trying to let folks know that he's not moist and he likes to tear up a little cooch every now and then. So, but shout out to Shannon. I like Shannon. Want Shannon to keep doing this thing. But RJ, I think it sounds like you're here already. RJ, sounds like you're here in the United States somewhere.
I'm not in the States, Brody. I'm not in the States.
Sage, hop on, brother Sage. Brother Sage, my New York brother. Sage.
Brother Flex, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. How you doing,
First
Sage?
of all, shout out to you for going on a little early tonight. I know it's like 4:30 over there. You usually go on when it's like 3 a.m. for New York, so we ain't up. But much love. Now, the topic of the room technically was Shannon Sharp, but I see some other dude came up here speaking about Kamala. My issue with that is, we came up here just trying to get on the brother Shannon, but they're trying to push Kamala down our throat. What you need to do, honestly, brother, first of all, I don't know where you're from, but you need to worry about your own countries and what you got going on. Because I live in New York City where people just like you, illegal just like you, are getting $1,100 a month to do whatever they want on debit cards. I live in a city where the mayor has used hundreds of millions of dollars from the city's budget to allocate to these people because what was it? It was like food that they didn't like. So you guys are getting specifically, you guys are getting things that you should not be getting. You guys should not be here in New York City. I don't even know how you afford to live in the city unless you have a true job, brother. But my thing is, again, you're talking about your girl Kamala. She has no policy specifically for us. And that's what we're asking for. So what I would say, brother Flex, I mean, when it comes to Shannon, man, stall him out, bro. Because I know you about to kill him, but I'm here for it, man.
No. And I'm rocking with Shannon. Again, thank you, brother. And I like Shannon. I like him. I'm not trying to clown, but I don't know if that he went live by accident. That's what I'm saying. I think Shannon wanted to let us know that he knows how to tear up some cooch. So all right, that's what it is. But RJ, it sounds like you are here in the United States and you are not being honest about where you are. I don't think that you're out of the country. I think you're right here. I think you're somewhere in Ohio with somebody's poodle in a pot about to put some injera bread on the plate.
That's hilarious. I'll give you that though. You do crack some jokes, but nah, I'm not in the States at all.
Okay. All right. If you say you aren't, you aren't. But I don't believe you. But thank you, RJ. Thank you so much. That nigga somewhere about to eat a puppy pot pie. All right. So hide your dog when you see RJ ass. All right. Anyway, we got a lot of folks in the building. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get Shawani. Let's get Shawani in here. All right, Shawani. Miss Shawani. How are you, Miss Shawani?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, dear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know that we're talking about Kamala. I guess Kamala and Trump. You changed the title because I guess more people want to talk about Kamala and Trump. Well, thank you for allowing me to speak. I think last night debate was it really shows how biased the media is. All the fact checking that they did towards Donald Trump and none fact checking was yielded towards Kamala Harris.
Right.
And it kind of disheartens me to see Black folks gun ho for, I know we vote Democrat, but just gun ho for a person that have not even earned the right to receive your votes. They're just gaslighting you because you don't agree with Kamala, and calling your names. You get some name calling. They call you all kinds of other crazy stuff just because you said you're conservative and you are voting for Donald Trump.
Mhm.
So I think, just to land my plane, I believe that, I implore people to do their due diligence. And I'm not talking about RJ. I think RJ doesn't have any voter rights
Yeah.
here. But just do your due diligence. Look at the policies. If you don't want to go towards the communistic type of regime or era, and you want, economic freedom, I believe, Donald Trump has very good policies in place, especially if you're a small business owner. You believe in closing the borders, and you want your Black man to have a job because let's face the facts. These military age men that's coming through the border, they're taking your man job. That's for the ladies if you got a man. But they're taking those type of jobs. So we can't just say, oh, we don't want those jobs. No, black, I'm pretty sure some Black men want those type of jobs, those construction jobs and all that good stuff. So thank you for allowing me to speak. I follow you. Sometimes I give you shit. I don't know if you ever read some of my things in your feed, but sometimes I give you shit, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you, what you're doing for the culture.
There you go. Thank you so much. And I want to see what you were saying about my ass. I don't know. I didn't see anything in your feed, but I want to see what you're saying and why you're saying it. But I'm going to check on that later. But get my brother Dwan B in the building. Dwan B, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? I got two things to say real quick. First, rest in peace, Frankie Beverly.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Did you hear me? My first might call me. Back in the '80s, when the industry was trying to push everything to 120 BPMs to make Black artists sound white, he stayed Black and he stayed with us, and we showed him love to the end. So we got to say rest in peace to him.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And second, I just want to know, did you hear that part when Trump he asked a really good question and no one ever went back to it? He said, if you guys want to close the border right now, Kamala, you can wake Joe Biden up from his 4 p.m. nap and get him to sign the executive order right now. Did y'all hear that part?
Yeah. He was hitting it with some zingers.
But they didn't make her answer it, and
I
to me
know.
that was the biggest issue. They didn't make her stand on nothing.
Yeah, yeah, my man. Thank you so much. Yeah, they were. They were every time Trump said something. Okay, yeah, we need you to elaborate. We need you to go back to that. We're going to ask you that again. Give us a yes or no answer. They were really grilling Trump on that stuff, but they were not doing that to Kamala. They let her babble and just kind of say words without any kind of coherent meaning to it, and then just skipped over it. Yeah. But again, another thing, yeah, shout out to Frankie Beverly, the legend. Frankie Beverly, I don't think he ever won a Grammy. I don't think Frankie Beverly, they never gave Frankie Beverly a lot of those prestigious music awards. He never won a Grammy, from what I understand. All those hits for what, 40, 50 years? Yeah, I'm thinking Frankie Beverly was making hits for like 50 years and never got a Grammy. All of those classic hit songs, never got the real accolades he was supposed to get. But that was one of our artists, man. That was my FBA brother who the Black Grassroots rock with him, man. He was very successful to the very end. That dude could go sell out shows for years. Some of the best shows ever. The Frankie Beverly and Mays concerts were always popping. So RIP to the legend Frankie Beverly. All right. Let's see. We got a lot of folks. We got 1,300 people in the building. Let's get Aboriginal Air. Aboriginal Air. All right. Aboriginal.
Oh, here I am. Greetings.
Are you?
My name, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, my name is actually Kenny. I just need to change my handle. But I wanted to say that it's a Kamala or however you say her name. She
Yeah.
came out of the gate pandering and peddling abortions and opportunity at the same time, the irony in that. And I have an issue with um, not only Kamala, but it is her policies, it's her belief, it's her views. It is the pandering of fear in Black people, um, utilizing, for example, she utilized a bunch of lies and propaganda such as CP5, when we know that according to the ad that Donald Trump put out in 1989, he actually mentioned nothing about CP5 or the particular um, crime that was committed at that time. If you read that article, you will see that. It was basically him and his frustration with the crime that had written the park or Central Park at that time in that era. And he was saying that they needed to build back the police, and that they needed to be harsher on crime, on criminals that were plaguing the area at that time. He never mentioned them particularly. So that was something else. Then she brings up stuff like, oh, Donald Trump went and written to Black people. That's another propaganda that is a dog whistle to Black America, because stuff like that, when they bring up little nuances like that, they're doing that to trigger what I consider um, generational transmitted black slave PTSD. So they bring up stuff like KKK, racist, wouldn't rent to Black people, all of those little things in order to keep us on a porch, on the Democrats' porch, begging and nagging about everything.
Mhm.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of them, you know, putting us in a position where we are, we're just in fear, using his color, his eye color, his skin, his hair color as a weapon, weaponizing it against our people and making us fear and have us nervous and paranoid like squirrels.
Right. And let me land your plane. But yes, what they do, they bring up a lot of stuff that happened when Trump wasn't in office. You see, they'll bring up, well, he did this back in the day, he did that. Okay, but we're talking about policies. See, I always bring it back to policies. When Trump was in office, his policies did not harm Black people. All right, his personal views are what they are. I have issues with that, but when it comes to policies, his policies have never harmed black people. The Democrat policies are harming black people now. The Democrats were the ones who actually put the Central Park Five in jail unjustly. That was the Democrats that they try to deny and lie about. The Democrats were the ones with the crime bills and the three strikes. That Biden crime bill, that's Democrats. That was targeting us. The Democrats were running up here talking about super predators. Remember Hillary? That was the Democrats doing that. The Democrats are flooding these neighborhoods with the illegals and undermining black people. They're undermining us right now with their policies. So them pointing out some personal views, because we're going to go to the Klan route, we can go to Robert Byrd, who was Joe Biden's mentor. Robert Byrd was a leader in the Ku Klux Klan. He became a senator, and Biden and those guys spoke at his funeral. Robert Byrd was a card-carrying Ku Klux Klan member, and that was Biden's mentor. So they don't want to really play the Klan game. They don't want to play that game. Y'all look up Robert Byrd. This dude was not only a leader in the Klan, he was a recruiter for the Klan. So we got to know history. We got to know people's backgrounds. So when they start wagging the finger, no, 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 we're looking at you. We're seeing what you're about. You understand? Clinton, those guys, they do and say the slickest stuff. Y'all remember when Clinton was at was it whose funeral? Was it John Lewis's funeral? And Clinton took a swipe at Stokely Carmichael and the movement. Y'all remember that? Clint took a little slick swipe at Stokely Carmichael. They were talking about the civil rights movement and talking about nonviolence. And Bill Clinton got up there. Well, the movement was all about nonviolence, and it was all, nonviolence was a good thing. And at one point, you had people like Stokely Carmichael who didn't want to be nonviolent. And, for a couple of years there, the movement started to lean more to Stokely Carmichael. But, John Lewis, he found his way. You're like, huh? Like, what the hell? Y'all go back and listen to that. I never forget that. Clinton kind of took a swipe at Stokely Carmichael because Carmichael wasn't with that nonviolent stuff. See, family, y'all better understand history. A lot of our folks were not with that nonviolent stuff. I was talking about that the other day with the civil rights movement and nonviolence. That whole thing, that was used tactically. The nonviolence thing was used strategically. It wasn't supposed to be a mantra that you carried with your everyday damn life. No, that was a whole finesse to say, hey, look, we have part of the people in the movement who are nonviolent, and we got some other people who are going to be violent. So it's best to do a deal with us on nonviolent terms because you don't want these other cats to come through with the Molotov cocktail. That was the good cop, bad cop strategy that our good brothers and sisters employed in the civil rights movement. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let people make you think that the civil rights movement and all of these bills got passed because John Lewis and them went up there and got their asses whooped, and white people said, oh my God, this is so horrible. Let's pass these bills. No, they got the bills passed because there was a threat of that guerrilla warfare violence. Even with Selma, a lot of folks don't know. In Selma, before Bloody Sunday, that happened. When did Bloody Sunday happen? Was that March of 65? It was in early 65. The Bloody Sunday thing happened. And then later on that year, the voting rights bill got passed in August. So it wasn't because white people felt so bad that John Lewis and them got beat up in Selma. That wasn't what happened. That wasn't why. A lot of folks don't know. Did y'all know that Malcolm X was down there in Selma too? Malcolm X went to Selma a month before they had Bloody Sunday. The Selma thing, they were having multiple protests and marches down there. That went on. That was going on for a minute. They were going back and forth to Selma for a minute. Malcolm X was in Selma early February, really a couple of weeks before Malcolm got assassinated. He was in Selma. They'll never tell you that. He was down there in February 4th in 65. Malcolm went down there and let them know what the deal was. Malcolm went down there and said, hey, shout out to Dr. King. I think Dr. King was in jail in Birmingham at the time, I think. Coretta Scott King invited Malcolm X down there to Selma. Malcolm went down there and just let him know what was going on. Hey, listen, shout out to Dr. King, shout out to all of the SNCC, and shout out to all of them. These are my brothers, but hey, I ain't nonviolent. All right, let me just let y'all know that. I am not nonviolent, and there's a lot of us who ain't nonviolent. So y'all better do a deal and give these brothers and sisters, Dr. King and all of them, give them what they want on these nonviolent terms, because you don't want this thing to go the other way. And he called them cowards. He said, the police, y'all cowards. Y'all got the Klan out here. The Klans are cowards because they're running around here hiding with hoods on. And Malcolm told them, he said, look, the federal government, either you take the hoods off of them or we gonna snatch the hoods off of them and take it how you want to take it. Malcolm was down there with that energy, and the youth was listening to Malcolm X. So the white supremacists down there, they knew of that threat that was underlying down there. They knew that that rebellious youth class could turn up for real, for real. So that threat was always there because there were a lot of riots and uprisings and rebellions going on around the country around that time in the mid 1960s. So they knew what was up. So again, nonviolence was used in a very strategic way. You see, that was a counterweight to the rebels that was in the streets ready to put in work. We never forget about them. The threat of violence was always there. There was violence in the 1960s from the black community. Let's not get it twisted. But in the media, they made sure to put the people up there to take a moral high ground for media purposes. You see, our people were very strategic with that. All right? So we need to know history. Don't let people lie to us about history. That's why they like to parade around the John Lewises, you know, to make it seem like, hey, listen, just let us beat on you and just have dignity about us beating you. No, 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 no. That's the issue that I've always had with John Lewis, running around here talking about getting dignified ass whoopings. No, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that at all. And I don't want young people to get that message that if you let people beat on you, they're going to find some kind of um, change of heart after beating you. No, that's not how life works. You stand up for yourself. You be strategic. You don't let nobody whoop on you like that. But I digress. Let me get some more people. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get who is this? No he Lima. No he Lima. Well, we got damn near 3,000 people in here. Damn, it's a lot of y'all in here right now. No he Limba. What's your name, brother? No he? Turn your microphone on, bro. Unmute your microphone. Okay, I think he's one of these immigrants in here. And I think he left some cat stew on the stove. He's not paying attention. Turn the burner down, boiling that cat. All right. All right. Come back on when you get through seasoning that cat. All right. Let me get some more people in here. Let's get a lot of people in here. What's this? I think I've seen you on here before, brother Moko. I've seen you on here before. I've seen your face before. I forgot if you were a troll or not. I don't remember.
What's up, Tariq?
What's
How
up,
you
brother
doing,
Moko?
bro?
How you doing, bro?
All right, all right. Thanks for letting me speak. Shout out to everybody in the space. Trump did ask two profound questions. He was like, "Where's the president? Do we know he's the president? And do the president still know he's alive?" You know, I thought that was funny. And
Yeah,
another thing that he definitely brought up was the fact that Kamala was talking about all these plans she got, and she been in office 3 years and ain't do shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So she ain't do nothing now. You know, damn sure ain't gonna do nothing. You know, when she thinks she's going to be president or anything like that. And Trump also, I wanted to know what you thought about that. new codified language he was saying last night about I think the phrase he used was migrant crimes. What you think about that?
Yeah, yeah. And they tried to deny that a lot of the stuff is happening, but it's actually happening. That stuff is 100% happening. Let's get NT in the building.
Yo, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, NT? Where's that flag? That's Sierra Leone. Where's that flag from?
Yeah, that's Sierra Leone.
Oh, what's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, what's up? What's up? All right, so actually a couple things. So first of all, with the whole with the whole video that's going around with these Haitian people eating these animals, all right, we know Haitians be on that shit anyway. All right, we know they be on that shit in the first place, but specifically the video I've seen going around is being used to push a lot of propaganda. So I seen a video of this black woman that they caught eating a cat and stuff like that, and they're
Yeah.
trying to use that video as the justification. But where's the evidence that she's Haitian? Where's the evidence that's a
Right.
Haitian person in that video?
South African. I'm hearing different things. I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
I'm hearing many different things about that. You know, it could be a black American woman. Who knows? Like,
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't think she's FBA. I don't know about that. But I'm different ethnicities of that because yeah, we don't be eating no cats. We don't do that, even if we're on crack. Cat. But
yeah. I can't even say. Yeah, I ain't never heard of no black American eating anything like that. Yeah, I might eat some snake or some shit, but I don't know.
very
But
rare to even eat snake. Yeah, we don't. We were real funny style about.
I saw a video on IG of some dude like cooking up some alligator,
Yeah,
some
that's the
snake and
dude.
all that. Like, I don't know.
I,
Y'all kind
yeah,
of eat weird shit like that down south, maybe.
yeah, but yeah, we don't. That's a kind of a novelty thing that guy does for his page. He cooks all of these weird reptilian animals and all of that. So that's like something that's a draw for his page. That's not something culturally we rock with. And I've had alligator tail in Louisiana, but that's a novelty type of thing that you just try when you in Louisiana. Is that type of thing? Yeah, we ain't really going around eating cats and puppies and all that stuff. And we're not trying to disparage anybody. See, a lot of the folks, a lot of the immigrants. What's upsetting them is that this weird stuff that some of these immigrants are doing, they can't dump it on us and hide behind blackness with it. Because usually they've been doing little weird stuff, not all of them, but a significant amount. And it just gets put under the banner of black. And then we have to absorb the negativity of it. Now, because there's been a major delineation movement, whatever they do, that's going to fall on immigrant culture. Y'all have to own that. So now they're like, hey, come on, nigga, come on, we all in this together. No, no, we ain't together with that now. No, that's you. That's all you. Since y'all want to separate and all of your positive achievements, go ahead and knock yourself out. That's you. We're not letting people do this weird stuff under the umbrella of blackness. We're not doing the black umbrella thing. We are delineating. This is not foundational Black American culture. Kamala Harris is not a foundational Black American. All this stuff about soaking greens in a damn bathtub, that is not foundational Black American culture. I don't give a damn if the tethers get mad. We're not letting people dump trash on us. We're not letting it happen. When you do stuff, people from your culture, when they do stuff, you got to own up to it. Y'all rehabilitate your image. All that weird stuff is not going to fall on us. Yeah? It is not falling on us. We're distancing ourselves from that. All right, let me get some more people in here. Let's get let me see. A lot of folks in here. Let me see. Man, we got damn near 3,000 people in the building. A lot of folks in here. And by the way, the new album, Musty, no, we got the song Musty Tether, but the album is called Grinding for a Green Card. That's going to be available tomorrow night at midnight on iTunes and all of the streaming platforms by the group Flextro. The new album, Grinding for a Green Card. You guys can pre-order that now. If you got iTunes, go type in Flextro Grinding for a Green Card. Pre-order the album now. It's a great album with a lot of fly songs. It's a very funny album. But yeah, get that album now. Grinding for a Green Card. All right. People love the single, Grinding for a Green Card. We got the hit songs Musty Tether, Grinding for a Green Card. We got a song called Cake Soap Love. A lot of great songs on there. All right. Now let's raise your hand, people, if you're ready to get on. We got a lot of folks in here. Let me get some new faces since we do have a lot of new faces in here. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Some of these new faces. Let's get Cameron. All right, Cameron, hop on. I see Nikki the God down there. I see Juicy Genius down there. Cameron, what's up, brother?
What's up, Mr. Nasheed? What's going on?
I'm good, Cam. How you doing, sir?
All right, man. It's like you said before, man. Like real talk, and this is coming from somebody who's from New York City, that's from Harlem. Uh, One of the reasons, when you talk about the whole delineation thing, this is the reason why. Okay, and to be honest with you, and I've said this multiple times, I don't think a lot of these tethers or a lot of these immigrants really understand nor appreciate the sacrifices that foundational Black Americans had to sacrifice in order for us to be here today. So it's like when you look at the Malcolm X's of the world, my grandfather used to see him every day at 125th Street back in the day. And they don't understand that a lot of Black Americans had to be in the ground for us to have the rights that we have today. So I think you people like Marcel Dixon and stuff like that, they love the benefits. They don't care about the people. And you see it now. And
Mhm.
when you look at the whole debate thing, all these people, these Democrats, Democrat supporters supporting Kamala, like my son and all these other people trying to manipulate and then hate and Trump when, like you said before, he never really put any policies together that negatively affected foundational Black Americans. So why should
Mhm.
I vote for Kamala Harris, when she's not going to do anything for us? She said it out of her own mouth.
Real talk. And let me elaborate on what you're saying because you made up a good point, brother. A lot of them don't understand and appreciate. Let me tell you something about some of these non-FBA people. They know good and damn well who paved the way for them. They ain't dumb. They know who did it. They know how much work we put in. They know that we were the ones stomping the yard on these white supremacists. They know this. Who else was doing it? They try to mind screw themselves into believing, well, the white people like me. They like me more than you niggas because I whack. That's a mind screw they try to play on each other. They know what the real deal is. They know what we've done. They know that we paved the way. And that's where a lot of the animosity comes from. Because we, as foundational Black Americans, we're a very small percentage over here. We're outnumbered. And we have the most globally recognized and respected and significant culture, especially a culture of resistance and fighting for civil rights and fighting for human rights. We have a lot of notches on the board, whereas a lot of these folks, you come from places where you are the majority, and small groups of white supremacists and Asians are smacking you around left and right to the point where you have to flee to come among us. When they come over here, they got to come among us. And deep down, there's a resentment for that, that they have to leave that vast of land, a big old tract of land and their own homeland and all of that, to come over here where we had to put in the work. So there's a lot of animosity with that. You understand? So there's this whole thing where we want to replace that. We want to denigrate these people and get in good with the oppressor class because they're not trying to fight the white supremacists either. They come over here and then try to, many, not all, but many of them try to undermine us in order to get into the good graces with the white supremacists. This is why, man, we got to understand where a lot of the negative stereotyping comes from. And y'all have heard me talk about this before. Family, the whole thing where you get people who get into the media and act like Sambos, it's been tethers at the forefront of that since the late 1800s. Do y'all know that? You always hear me talk about Step and Fetch It. William Perry, I think that's his real name. The Step and Fetch It was a very famous black actor, black with quotes, who was on TV in the 1930s and 40s acting like a stereotypical Sambo. He was acting like the stereotype that white people have of us. And he made a lot of money doing that, became very famous. But this guy was from a Caribbean background. A lot of the tethers would come over here and engage and become very famous cosplaying negative stereotypes of us. Even before Step and Fetch It, there was another Caribbean dude from the Bahamas named Bert Williams. This guy was the Step and Fetch It of his time. He was just as famous. He was a famous minstrel artist where he would wear blackface. This was kind of a lighter skinned black man from the Caribbean, but he would come over here, put on blackface, and do the same white supremacist mocking of foundational Black American culture. He made a lot of money, became very famous. Bert Williams. So these guys have always come over here and did this cosplaying thing. Fast forward to now, when we look at shows like the Love and Hip Hop shows, where they got a bunch of Caribbeans who produce these shows and a bunch of non-FBA people who are on these shows acting a fool, representing our culture. Hip hop is our culture, misrepresenting it with ratchetness. You see, we look at these shows, we look at these websites like World Star, which was started by a Haitian dude, that dude Q, who died some years back. They're showing all of these negative things about Black culture. DJ Academic, who I've been on his show and I've confronted him about a lot of the rhetoric and a lot of the tethering. I've had a face-to-face conversation with him that was very respectful. I give him that. But Academic started off with that crime in Chicago stuff, making money off of denigrating foundational Black American society. And he's a Jamaican immigrant, you see. So Media Takeout, which is a Ugandan immigrant who puts up a whole bunch of negative stories about foundational Black American artists. So these guys have always found a lane to say, let's come over here among the people who gave us a lane to come here, and let's put media and propaganda out there that denigrates them so we can make money with white people. Us as foundational Black Americans, we don't do that. We're the ones who uplift their culture. We don't go over to their homelands with a camera showing niggas with flies and bird doodle on their clothes, running around here hungry and starving. We don't denigrate them. We go to their homelands trying to elevate them. When I did the Hidden Color series, we would try to elevate their culture, tell them about their history. When I went to Haiti, I did a documentary about the greatness of Haitian history, because nobody over there would do it. They wouldn't put the money together and do it. So I did it. Became a huge seller. They teach it in schools over there in Haiti now. The movie 1804. Go check it out if you can. I'm talking about the greatness of their culture. I'm not going to go over there and denigrate the people, but they come over here and find every little negative thing to denigrate us or engage in Sambo-ish behavior that has the dominant society looking at them as a proxy of us, and the negativity falls on us. Just like that big buff dude, the big groove, that big Nigerian dude running around dancing in booty shorts, eating hamburgers and all of that garbage. When he does that stuff, white people are like, hey, look at Black people. No, that don't represent us, you see. So we're in the right for saying we want to delineate from that type of buffoonery. Let's get Wealth in here. Miss Wealth.
Hi, Tariq. Thank you for bringing me up. I've become somewhat of a fan of yours as I've learned a lot about the ADOS and the FBAs. I will say I do agree with you the way that foundational Americans have never really been considered an integral and important part of the United States. I hate how African American stats, I was just in a room where we were talking about that, how we're kind of trotted out and kind of blamed for being on the lower end of socioeconomic and economic demographics. However, they never really want to talk about how we were literally excluded via legislation, policy, so forth and so on, from participating in the reason that a lot of these immigrants come to this country, which is to make money, because as you said, it's not as favorable for them in their country, right? So I hate that we're used, kind of trotted out by both parties. I will call it out, and we're pandered to. because they never want to talk about redlining. They never want to talk about the Freedmen's Bank, where how many of our ancestors lost millions of dollars, which will probably be billions of dollars now, that they never gave back to them, right? And being from the South, and don't pick on us too much because we do eat pig's feet and we do eat frogs and all of that. So I totally agree with you, and that's what I wanted to come up here and say.
Yeah,
Yes, you are 1,000%, 10,000% right about that all day, every day.
yes, sir. Thank you so much, beloved. And by the way, ADOS and FBA, two different things. Foundational Black Americans, that's a lineage. That's not a group, organization. There is no leader for foundational Black Americans. When you say foundational Black Americans, you're talking only about a lineage. That's it. You're talking about 43 million to 45 million Black people in America who are non immigrants when you say foundational Black Americans. ADOS is basically an LGBT organization ran by two Democratic shills. That's a group, that's an organization, self proclaimed by um, a stud who wears wrinkled chopper suits. And they stole that from a man named Norris Sheldon, who had the descendants of slaves that he was promoting for years, talking about lineage. And then they turned around and stole that from him and created a group with a leader. So ADOS and FBA, two different things. It ain't the same. Please don't conflate the two. All right. Not the same. Nobody has wrinkled chopper suits claiming to be anybody's leader over when we talk about FBA. FBA is only a lineage. Miss Riz, hop on, ma'am.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to get your insight of what, when you speak to people like on the ground in your community, like what are they saying? Who are they going to be voting for? Because I'm just perplexed how Democrats have such a hold on certain communities when they show no results or give people no reason to vote for them, but they just continue to, I was born and raised in New York City, so I'm very um, used to, Democrat ways, and I just can't wrap my head around why it just keeps, Chuck Schumer still being in office. It's just mind blowing. So I just wanted to get your insight on it.
Yeah, surprisingly, there are a lot of people in the Black community on the grassroots who are looking for Trump. A lot of people are really supportive of Trump because a lot of people in the Black community, we're feeling the effects of the Democratic policies, especially in New York, especially in
Hmm.
Chicago, many of these cities where they're flooding them with immigrants who are just decimating some of these places. Let's just be real. It's very bad for the Black community with all of these
Hmm.
foreigners coming, draining resources, committing crime against Black people in these areas. So it's a problem. So a lot of people are looking like, well, damn, let's see what Trump has to say. We got people like Kamala Harris who told us what she's not going to do for us. The Democrats are sitting up here having blank checks for non-citizens. We had reparations on the table where they were saying they were trying to get some reparations together. The Democrats out here in California just pulled a deceptive move and deliberately crashed the reparations bill. So little disrespectful stuff like that, it perplexes me why any Black person would want to support the Democrats at this point. A lot of the Black people who we see talking about supporting the Democrats are either immigrants, Black people who are LGBT, or Black people who are working for some type of think tank or nonprofit connected with the Democrats. It's just logically insane why a Black person would really want to support the Democrats at this point with their benign neglect policies and their blatant disrespect of us. All right. Let me see who we got. Let's get um, Misinformation Ranger. Didn't I have you on the other day, Misinformation Ranger? Could have swore I had you on the other day.
My God, this the misinformation ranger.
There you go.
What
What's
up, dog?
going on, Misinformation? I'm good. What's going on with you? Go
First
ahead.
of all, why is Tommy Sotomayor still trying to get your attention and he just can't hack it? What's up with that?
Hey, I don't know. Shout out to him. What else is on the mind?
God damn, that was cold, man. That was cold. I feel like there's something deeper there. I lastly,
Okay.
why haven't
Okay, nothing. Okay, and by the way, he's a tether. By the way, this guy. Okay, this guy's a tether. Okay, he's not really saying anything. Let's get some more people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. If you are ready to get on, raise your hand because we got how many people we got in here? We got a lot of people in the building. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Raise that hand if you're ready to get on, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get some new faces in here. All right, come on now. And y'all give us a retweet. Let everybody know we're live right now. Give us a retweet. Let everybody know we're live. We got thousands of people in the building. Let's get hold on, what's this person? Ikinga. Oh, go the Pan-African bully. Okay. Let's get him in here. I think we had him on before. The Pan-African bully. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a quick question because you spoke about black immigrants coming over here and being Sambos, and I'm a black American just like you, but I don't claim the FBA bullshit. But I wanted to
Why,
ask you
slow down. No, why
what
is FBA lineage BS?
because it's some cornball grift shit. But can
How?
you answer my question real quick?
I'm asking a question. You said you made a statement, and I'm asking you to elaborate. Why is our lineage BS?
Because simply, what do you mean? I don't have to subscribe to your shit. You're not the president of Black Americans.
And what makes you the president to say that it's BS that we are a lineage of people, and you say our
It's
lineage
my
is BS?
right as an American citizen. I can call
But
whatever I want bullshit. But can you
so
answer
how?
my question real quick before you kick me?
Then you must not be from the lineage. How would nobody would call their lineage BS, sir? So
All
what are
right,
you
cool,
talking?
cool, 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 cool. Can you answer my question?
But you're okay. Why are you emotional and babbling? What's with the emotion?
Bro, can you answer my question real quick?
You didn't
I know
answer.
you're gonna rage and kick me off
You
anyway.
didn't. Okay, well you coming in trying to plan on trolling.
I don't. I got a general question. I swear.
Okay, but you came in making a statement talking about our lineage
Nah,
as BS.
I just wanted to clarify that
You're
even though I'm a Black American, I don't
you're
fall
not
into
from
the FBA code.
because you're not from the lineage.
Whatever you say, bro. I really don't
Right.
care. But can you answer?
Because you're not a foundational black American. That's why it's BS to you. And you talking about a cult, that's something that you made up. That's in your mind. So you're not from our lineage. So come in and be honest at least. That's what I'm saying.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Can
But
you answer my question?
you're a tether. You're a tether.
Okay,
Just
cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna tell you. Can you answer my question real quick?
now what's your question? Go ahead.
All right, okay. Now you said that Black immigrants come to America in Sambo. I wanted to ask you, and I want you to answer from a unbiased point because I know that you're biased
That's
as hell. But
by that. You
who
come from
taught the Black immigrant how to?
and you're from an immigrant background. That's why you're offended by that, which further lets us know you're not from the lineage. But go ahead.
I'm not offended though.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
are.
I promise you. I just want to know
Yeah,
if
you're
the
talking.
Black. Listen, bro. Listen. If
No,
the
no. You are offended that I said that a lot of immigrants come over and they start samboing, and you got
I'm
offended.
not offended, bro.
Yes, you are. That's what the question is because you're offended by that. But go ahead, ask your question again. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Pan African bully. Hold on. Go ahead. I want you to elaborate on your question. Go
Thank
ahead.
you, thank you, thank you. Now, if Black immigrants are coming to the United States and samboing, who are teaching them how to sambo in the United States of America?
Great question. The white supremacists. They come
So
over here.
so white
They,
supremacists are teaching.
you don't stop and let me answer. You are not at the immigration office, dude. You ain't got to keep talking and babbling. You're going to get the green card. Slow down. Yeah, they come over here and get with white people and listen to their stereotypes about us, like the Myron Gaines. He gets around white supremacists and starts parroting their white supremacist views on us. That's what I'm saying. All right, does that make sense, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, you're a tether, so you don't really understand nothing that much, but it's okay. But anyway,
What
are
what
you going?
was what was Steven from the Django a tether?
No, he was a
All right.
Sam. Stephen is
I just wanted to ask that.
But Steven is also a fictional character in a movie. All right, that's not a real person. You know that, but you tethers are kind of slow. Good lord, you ask me about a fictional character in a movie. Good lord. Oh goodness. Come on. Just a musty tether for no damn reason. Good Lord. What about you? Stephen Django? Is Stephen from Django? What about him? What you got to say about Stephen from Django? Did you just ask me about a fictional character, fool? You know you lost an argument when you start asking about a fictional character. Hold on now. What about T'Challa, the Black Panther, though? He be riding. T'Challa, what about T'Challa? He an immigrant. He got superpower. He got Wakanda power. What you gonna say about the vibranium? Okay. God damn. Goofy, silly tether. All right. Lord. All right, let's get some of these people in here. We got a lot of folks in here. Shout out to all the wonderful people in here. Shout out to all of you. By the way, the movie Microphone Check, you can get that at microphonecheck.com. The greatest hip hop documentary ever made. Go to microphonecheck.com. Microphone Check was so very important, family, because that woman who was in the Olympics, that ray gun woman, somehow they done some kind of finesse and ranked her the #1 breakdancer in the world. Some kind of I'm white and I say so finesse ranking they did. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Even now, last month, I told people right after the Olympics, when you Google breakdancing, her dumbass picture comes up. It's been over a month. If you Google breakdancing right now, that woman's image and videos come up. I told people a month ago, she has now, that woman who went to the Olympics acting a damn fool, mocking our culture, she has now become the face of breakdancing. That's why I was telling people it was so important for us to gatekeep this thing. We needed folks at the Olympics, behind the scenes at the Olympics, when they said they were going to have b-boying and they were going to have hip hop and all of this at the Olympics. I said, man, we got to have people gatekeeping this stuff, because we let these people try to represent our culture and we're not there to check it. They're going to denigrate it. And that's exactly what they did, family. Go get the movie Microphone Check. That's why I was so passionate about getting that movie out in time to warn people what they were going to do with the Olympics. And they did exactly what we said they were going to do. We were talking about the Olympics in the movie. They did exactly what we said they were going to damn do, make a mockery of it. Family, foundational Black American family. This is why we have to gatekeep our cultural creations, because we're so creative. We just kind of give things away to people, and then when it gets into other hands, they don't protect it. They don't maintain the dignity and the integrity of it. They exploit it, and once they've gotten everything they can get out of it, they toss it away and then denigrate it, and then make money off the denigration of it. So it's important that we start gatekeeping things that we create. It's very important. All right. Let me get a couple of more people in here. Let's get Alkaline City. That sounds like a health store. Alkaline City. What's up, Alkaline City?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq, man? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I represent, from, the alkaline community, the Sabians to the HOK, the House of Consciousness. Shout outs
Oh,
to Sinetta TV and everything like
shout
that.
out.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You
talked to
know,
Sonetta yesterday, man. Tell Sonetta I said, what's up? Yes, indeed.
yeah, Sinetta's the G, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all shout outs to Sinetta, you know what I'm saying, and the HOK and what they doing out there. But
Yeah,
what I wanna say is right, I'm tired of people voting, man. I'm tired of people taking sides, right? You got the Bloods and the Crips. That's what the Republican and Democratic Party is the red and the blue, right?
yeah,
People are not understanding. These are the Rosicrucian Society. This is the Trilateral Commission, right? These are not, this is a different type of gang. This is not, what these people are doing, they're taking our sovereignty. They're taking our constitutional rights, the only amendments that we do have to gain our natural dignity, right? And they're stomping all over it, with all of this congressional bullshit, right? Excuse my French, and
yeah.
And what they're doing is, right, they're just taking our sovereignty. They're moving us into this UBI system, this universal basic income system. We're going to become the next China, a social credit system, the digital yuan, right? That's what they're doing. They're de-dollarizing our fiat currency, and they're trying to bring us into this crypto secured, slavery monetized system where
There you go. I'm laying your plane. Thank you so much. Let me get some other calls here. Shango, what's up, brother?
Oh, hey, Tariq. I've been watching you for a while now,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, and just to say, like, I am what you would call a tether, but I'm a tether that supports you. I do support the FBA
Cool.
movement.
Then you're not a tether. If you support us, you're not a tether. You're not a tether. Where you from?
My parents are from Ghana, but like
Okay.
I was raised in America.
Okay.
I was born here. Yeah.
Yeah, if you support us, you're not a tether. You're just a non-FBA brother who supports. A tether is somebody who doesn't support us, and they kind of undermine us. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to mention that I don't know if you've noticed, but now like the tether's like Myron. I don't know if you saw it, but like he was in white
Ye-
supremacist space, and they kicked him out, and that's
Yeah.
funny as fuck. Like holy
Oh,
shit.
oh, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, those white supremacists were calling him all types of N words, and boy, that was breaking his heart because he thought he was going to be the dark-skinned white supremacist, and they let him know, no, we don't want you around either. See, that's the thing with a lot of these um, tethers who come over and try to align themselves with the white supremacists. The white supremacists, they know the game. They know that them dudes are trying to get access to white women. They know that. So yeah, these white supremacists, they have vitriol for them. They know that the Myron Gaines and all these guys, they think, well, if I denigrate black society, I'm gonna get a white woman pass. And these white supremacists let them know that's not what it's gonna be. You dig? Let's get geopolitical focus. Geopolitical focus. What's up, brother? Go ahead, unmute your microphone, sir.
Tariq?
Yes.
Okay, this is my third time speaking to you. I just wanted to make a comment real quick on the Haitian immigrants thing. So I think you saw this a few months ago, where when they were having all those problems, they were cannibalizing people and eating people. So if they are eating people, why wouldn't they stoop so low as to eat a duck or a cat or a dog? I mean, so it's pretty obvious to me that these people in Ohio who are talking about this, they're not lying about it. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let me see. We got a lot of people in the building. A lot of people. And again, go to microphonecheck.com to get the Microphone Check documentary. Very good film. And also, if you are in one of these hot states, like we're in California, it's very hot out here. Um, Florida, Texas, or any state, y'all need to get the Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com because it's getting very hot. There's a heat wave, and many of you are getting musty. All right. Some of you are musty. There's some people, some domestic and foreign people who are musty. And you're going to need Rootwork. Rootwork deodorant is a foundational Black American themed deodorant. It has High John the Conqueror root in it. That was a very powerful root that our foundational Black American ancestors would use. Our deodorant is infused with that. You understand? And it's all natural because a lot of these deodorants out there, they got chemicals in them. You put it on, and then you ladies, you have a lump in your damn breasts. It's just weird stuff going on. We got natural deodorant so that you don't put any impurities in your body. It has that high John root in it that's going to get you spiritual alignment. The deodorant has rave reviews. Rave reviews. Many people say it's the best deodorant on the market, and I will agree. We really took our time to make that deodorant, and we got so many wonderful scents. So go to rootworkstyle.com. Get your musty ass over there and get that deodorant, fellas. You cannot be musty these days. I've been places and I've talked to people, and I'm like, this nigga's musty. Where's it? Where's it's 2024 and this dude is musty. That's not the business. And truth be told, we see a lot of women in here. Some of these women, Some of y'all be a little musty too. All right? Let's be real. Some of y'all be a little musty. Some of you be very cute. Now, when I was single, when I was not with my queen, I would have some relations like Shannon Sharp had relations on that video earlier. I would have some of them relations. And sometimes I'd be with some of y'all women's and you put your little arms up and it was a little tangy. All right. It wasn't tangy enough to make me stop hitting it. But after I hit it, I said, if there were a natural deodorant for her, I would get it. So years later, I created that. It's called root work. I wish I could go back in time and rub it on some of y'all arms when I was getting it in with you. But it's okay. Root work deodorant, very powerful. It's a unisex deodorant. Ladies, I would suggest the lavender scent for you, called the Lucky Lavender. All right. Rootworkstyle.com. All right. Some of our non-black people, it works for you too. All right. Nathaniel's a suspected white supremacist. It works on you over there in that trailer park. I know it gets hot. It gets very hot in them trailers. And when that wet dog scent kicks in, you're going to need some to quell that. I would suggest the pure vanilla scent. That would work on wet dog smell for people like Nathaniel in the room. So go, yes, Nathaniel, don't give a thumbs down. You need to give a thumbs up with some deodorant in your hand. All right? Put it on them underarms and make it pop off. Now let's get some more people in here. We do have a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get Mary Madeline. Let's get Miss Mary Madeline in the building. Mary Madeline, hop on, dear.
Good evening.
Oh,
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
yes, ma'am.
Um, I tuned in here because it says we're the Trump and Kamala moderators bias.
Yes.
Um, and I've been listening to you for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably older than everyone here,
How
but
old are you? How old are you?
I just turned 69 in August.
That's not that old. That's not that old. There you
Oh
go.
no, no, I'm very young at heart and in
Yes.
my mind, but I don't know all the things that your generation and the folks on here, their ages,
Yeah.
but I am very passionate and very s- sorrowful that in this day and age, I was born in the 1950s,
Mm-hmm.
August 1955. What a wonderful world came out the month I was born. I had a very bad, hard childhood. Hard. Not as hard as some on the streets and all. So I'm behind in a lot of stuff. But I will
Mm-hmm.
tell you that since COVID, I got COVID on a trip back from Jamaica. So I'm a long hauler. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I can't go anymore. And I was a person that went on coffee and I went till 11 or 12 at night. And I'm not half of the person that I was. I had a lot of energy. So, that being said, I was born and raised in Philadelphia. And I can't tell you how angry I am about what is. During COVID, I tried to go down to the flower show one time. I went for 37 years. My sons are that ages. I can't fathom why they take the government officials in cities. This is my take on it, and I'm probably totally wrong. But I observe a lot of things, and that's how I learn now because I didn't have a mother and a father. I don't know why they let people in the city live the way they live. It's just, let's just take a ride down Chestnut Street or a ride down Main Street in New York or Chicago or whatever. Why aren't we as citizens calling out these mother effers that are supposed to be doing their job? Why are children going to school the way they go? I'm a nanny. Why or why aren't we fighting?
Okay, let me let her land her plane. Good Lord. I don't know where she was going. Okay, Mary, I don't know. Okay. Mary took us on a real sad journey. Good Lord. Okay. Okay, she's going through, she does reminiscing through her life. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where that was going. Lord. It's like a damn Meryl Streep movie. Good Lord, where was she going with it? I was born in a little barn in Ohio in 1955. My father worked at a steel mill, and my mother was a homemaker. We used to make buttermilk in the backyard when I was a child. My grandpa used to sell buttermilk. It was such a sad time. Oh, God. Then I lived with a little Amish family, and we sold hamsters. Now in Ohio, the Haitians are eating them. Oh, God. Help me. They're eating the hamsters. I don't know where she was going. It was just all over the place. I just don't know where it was going. God bless her. I just don't know where it was going. It was just going somewhere in a very sad place. Shit. I didn't it was going somewhere real sad. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Oh goodness. Anyway, it's doing the most. It's doing the most. We got a lot of people in here, fam. Let me go. My wife is texting me like, "What the hell are you doing? You got me in here with all these kids." See, that's why I like to go on late because I got to do stuff with the family, and it's my middle son's birthday today, so they want to go somewhere. So I got to take them somewhere now. So anyway, I might go on later tonight. We'll see. But listen, family, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Everybody make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. That's our museum that we have out here in Los Angeles. You can make a contribution to the museum. You can get the books that we have. We have children's books. Get a children's book and also get tickets to join us at the museum this Saturday night. We got a great event called September Soul Saturday. We got complimentary dinner, drinks, comics performing. It's going to be networking. I'm going to be there with you. So go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, family. Okay, I'm up out of here. Puppy Akute Lalavuve to the family. Y'all be good. Peace. Hey, what's going on? This is Tariq Nasheed. I'm out here at the Hidden History Museum here in Los Angeles, and I want to invite you to the September Soul Saturday event that we're having here at the Hidden History Museum. We're going to have a lot of phenomenal comedians. We're going to have complimentary food, complimentary drinks, great music, great mingling, great networking. So I want to see you here. Join me here, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles, September 14th, 2024, 7 p.m. Come on and vibe out. For more information and to get your tickets, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We'll see you here.